Hello and welcome to another update video about FETCH.AI. FET is still holding that swing low here from the 30th of August, and please let me explain now to you here the microstructure. So bigger picture, nothing's changed. Ideally we're holding the 5th of August low because a break below it would likely send us down to 52 cents, which is actually a little bit too deep for a fourth wave. It would mean likely, it just means further weakness, right? And the problem is it would also increase the risk for, let's say, a more bearish outcome. But technically speaking, FET could handle one more low. It wouldn't be ideal from a structural point of view, but FET could handle one more low, which might then obviously test the 52 cent level. But the 52 cent level then really needs to hold, because any break, or especially any sustained break below that golden ratio level, is not good for a wave 4, not even in a larger diagonal pattern. So that's key. Below the 5th of August low, it's 52 cents. It's pretty much a make or break point. Yes, okay, if it goes to 51, it's not invalidation, but you know, it's all about that sustained break, and a break of support will increase the risk for more bearish scenarios. The wave 4 idea then would simply not be the most likely scenario anymore. And if we talk about this move to the upside, obviously what we're tracking here on the chart is the idea that maybe on the 5th of August, a low could have been struck. But we need to see a first 5-wave pattern to the upside. It could still develop as an impulse, but then the last swing low definitely needs to hold, because also here on the micro level, the price already slightly broke below the 50% FIB level. Again, it's not invalidation. It didn't really break and sustain, just a brief break. So it's still a valid scenario to call that a fourth wave. Yeah, but then you can see it. The upside momentum isn't really convincing yet. I mentioned in one of the previous updates that the wave 2, which happened here between the 11th of August and the 19th of August, pretty much, yeah, it lasted a week, right? The wave 4 often has a similar length, but the problem is the wave 4 is already very deep, so it can't really handle another low. So ideally the wave 4 is over. Yeah, it can always turn into a triangle or something, but there's no evidence for it. What I'm just considering is that it might turn into a larger diagonal pattern like many of these other coins have done. And again, that could mean that, okay, this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2, and then this is an A, B, C in wave 3, then a 4 and a 5, or maybe this is the 1, 2 then, but only in 3 waves. So it's important to recognize that whichever, you know, wave pattern it is, we don't know which one it is yet, but if we make another low, yeah, then it has to be, well, either something bearish or a larger diagonal. Certainly probabilities wouldn't be very clear. Any 3-wave top leaves the door open for lower prices. Only if we get really 5 waves, and that could be a 5-wave move here in the white count, which would certainly be the most straightforward one, or 5 waves in this diagonal, which would take much longer. Only with these 5 waves we get confirmation that really a larger wave 4 has bottomed. We've been tracking over recent months the potential for 5-wave movements, but they've never really shown, you know, and that's the thing. That's why I always want to see these 5 waves, because until the 5 waves show, the correction is set to continue. And that's always a good indicator. Sometimes people ask me which indicators I use. I mean, Elliott wave is my indicator. Without the 5-wave move up, the correction is set to continue. Yes, a trend line broke, absolutely, but only the first one. I mean, I could easily draw another trend line here, which keeps the trend kind of down, right? And with 3 waves up, there are just not clearly bullish probabilities. So they are just not clearly bullish. And therefore, yeah, I'm open to the idea that we're forming a 5th wave up. But as I said, the momentum, there needs to be more upside momentum. I mean, maybe it's showing, you know, maybe it's like 6.7% up now. And you know, if we start to see more upside, but it takes a break above $1.58, and that would be, no, it's not 158, it's 148. That would be huge. Okay, it's not, maybe not huge, because the problem is here the wave 4 was a little bit too deep. Yeah, just a little bit, but still, you know, I'm kind of perfectionist in that regard. So even if the 50% FIB level is broken briefly, it could hint at something different. But anyway, we'll see what it does. You know, it just needs to reach that 5th wave target, which is around $1.72. That would be ideal. 153, technically okay. That's the 200% extension, but a more healthy 5th wave would drive us above 153. That's the update about FETCH.AI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.